Hi everyone, and welcome to the Akashic Realm Weekly. Today I went into the Akash and it seemed to be a bit of a continuation of last week's journey, all about the construct again. And firstly, I went in and I saw just blackness, the void, which quickly sort of transformed into a dark inky blue with stars and nebulae all forming and reforming and changing. And it continued on for a little bit, and I wondered what to do. And I was told again, it's all the construct. Then suddenly and very quickly, with sort of a flash of light, I was transported into the garden that I saw a couple of weeks ago, which I was told that was the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And it was really beautiful. And I was in a different part of it this time, but there was still, lots of beautiful trees and flowers and plants and pathways and stone steps. And it was gorgeous. And I saw a dragonfly, which I know are about the illusion and that is reality, the illusion of reality. And they're also about transformation because they start off as an aquatic nymph and they transform into a winged creature. So it's symbolic of transformation. It can also represent self-realization, emotional maturity, and good luck and protection again. um, and as I saw, or just after I saw the dragonfly, I was told that we have freedom in our hearts, freedom to create this glorious world that I was seeing. Over the trees, I saw like a flat topped red brick structure with black sort of metallic chimneys at the top belching out black smoke, which seemed to be incongruous in that setting. And it looked Victorian sort of thing. And as I looked, it transformed into a golden semi-sphere. And I felt this was all related to energy production. And then I had a memory of my transcendental meditation teacher from 35 years ago, and a serendipitous situation that happened maybe about 5 years ago, where I was standing at the bus stop and a woman came up to me and started telling me how she'd just come back from overseas to Adelaide. And then another woman came and she was just standing quietly and smiling and nodding. And when the bus came, I got on the bus, and the woman who hadn't said anything got on the bus too and sat next to me and said that she too had just come back from overseas. And I said, "Oh, what have you been doing?" And she said, "I've been studying in America." And I said, "Well, what have you been studying?" And she said, "I've been at the Maharishi University and I've been meditating 8 hours a day in the gold dome that they have there," which I wasn't aware of. And I said, "Oh, I did TM many years ago." And then I asked her name, and she was my teacher from all those years ago. So this, to me, felt like that when I was in the Akash, that this was a message about how so many of us are meditating and visualizing a better world. And we're all over the globe and we are all connected and having similar visions. So I also saw, it was like the world with connections going everywhere of light. So this is how we're bringing in the new earth. And it's also about energy and vibration. Then I was given a crystal ball, sort of a bit like this one, and I wasn't sure why. I knew that people use them for scrying, but I don't. I use tarot cards to read. So, but I looked into it and I saw beautiful worlds forming, and I was told that this is, um, again, what we can do. We can see and create an amazing future and worlds, in fact. So I was instructed to put this sphere in my heart where it became, my heart chakra, where it became more sparkly and white and golden and then expanded. And I was reminded that our heart is our connection to all past and future selves physically, um, and all our multidimensional selves in all dimensions and all realities. And it is the first functional organ to form after conception. So it also links us through our DNA to our ancestors. So the heart is very important, and focus on the heart to do with meditation and to do with expansion of the heart chakra. I then saw divine light pouring from source, golden white light, and I saw a being who I felt was Jesus, but that could be because I was brought up Christian. But he said, "I am the way, the truth, and the light," which is slightly different. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." But the light is the key, is what I felt. So yeah, I brought all of this back, and now I'm telling you all. So yeah, it's similar to last week and the week before, but just with a little bit of a different nuance, really. So keep on creating that beautiful world, people, and yeah, like and subscribe if you want to, and I shall see you next week. Thanks for being here. Bye.